Hello, this is Eileen, the environmental educator, and in this video, we're going to talk about Dersh. Yeah, the Alan Dershowitz. Everybody knows him. He's a lawyer, very level-headed, puts all of the variables into the equation. You know what I mean? Like most people, when they do calculations, they put the variables into the equation that come out with the outcome they want. Dersh, he puts the variables into the equation. He also, right here, believes that the public must know the truth. Now, this is about Fanny and Nathan. But this was a month ago. Today is April 10th, 2024. So this was the beginning of March that he put this out here. The public must know the truth. So if you've been around here before, you know that no one will tell the truth. Not O'Keefe, not Project Veritas, not InfoWars, not anybody. not everybody in the independent truth, I say that in air quotes, media, they are the exact same as the independent propaganda people, and they will not tell you the truth. But now Alan Dersh, as he goes by, I guess, he believes that people need to know the truth. So I contacted Dersh. This was April 9th and then April 10th. And why? Well, I'm trying to find the whole half-hour interview that this, clip came from, which I can't find. But, he talks about knowing Bobby Kennedy for, a long time, and he likes Bobby, and Bobby's environmental, like Dersh is, So, he says some things there, but listen to what he has to say here.
I have an open mind. I don't know, as I sit here today, who I will vote for and who I will vote against. I'm waiting to hear what No Labels is coming up with. I'm friendly with Bobby Kennedy, but I won't vote for him. He knows that. I've known him since he's a young man. And of course, I've known Joe Biden for the last 43 years. I've known Donald Trump for some number of years. As an American, as a Jew, I have an open mind. Just show me why, as an American and as a Jew and as a civil libertarian and as a libertarian and show me why I should vote for you and make your case. And in November, I'll make up my mind. And I hope any of you who have open minds will do the same thing. But my warning, and it's as clear as can be to President Biden, an old friend, if you cross that red line and deny Israel the right to defend itself, I will not vote for you. End of discussion.
So I kept that last little bit in there just to not cut off in a place where people would be like, well, it sounds like something important might have been after that. But, the important thing here is, well, he knows Bobby. He says here he's not going to vote for Bobby, but the people must make up their minds and an informed decision. Okay, so what I ask Alan to do, Dersh, is to give the people an informed decision so they can make up their mind. World needs you to tell environmental truths, including about Bobby Kennedy, Gore, all of them. So this went to him. That's his email. This right here, I've sent a bunch of emails, and none of them have come back. Now, this phone number doesn't work, but this email does not come back to you. So I'm using his public contact. And we also have Bobby's campaign, the three of those. We have Bobby's Children's Health Defense, Gore's office, G. Edward Griffin, who will not red pill you environmentally. That man hates truth as much as all of the other independent media, including Alex Newman, who is G. Edward Griffin's Red Pill University content coordinator, and G. Edward Griffin is proud to censor this news from you. Alex Newman too, InfoWars, Alex Jones, Greg Hunter, Rebel News, O'Keefe, Sound Tips. They're new. They came out with a video the other day that, got people knowing who they are a little bit. The people in the youth climate case, the lead plaintiff, the Redford Center, Sundance, NRDC, 2 to McKibben, 1 to the head of May. She runs the Got Earth to 400 Plus. And then today, I sent it to all of them. I added in, I put right here, yeah, but today I included, Rory Kennedy, who needs to close her fraudulent climate emergency fund doors. They wouldn't be protesting for solutions if Rory had given the world the environmental solutions she fraudulently pretends to seek since 2017. And she goes out and I say robs the public of their donation dollars, seeking donations to disturb your traffic, disturb public events and throw things at masterpieces, and you know what? When you're not preventing the death and destruction and devastation you say happens because we don't have solutions, that means you're the one that is creating them. So I included her on here, right here, Rory at the Climate Emergency Fund. Adam, he's the next head guy, their info, and the Red Pill University. And this is the woman who puts content out on G. Edward Griffin's Red Pill. They have some news site too. And so they're included on the distribution here today. But, I say to, Dersh here, I think most people know and like him and respect him. I say this is essential for the American election and humanity in general. So I'm hoping you're the environmentalist you say you are that knows truth is essential and will do the right thing. Give your grandkids, all kids, and all living things an environmental future. Voters need to know the truth about candidates. Bobby has prevented the light years best solution since 98. That is true. Bobby knows it. Brother Joe and Sister Rory can also verify it. You can call every one of them right now. You can also call Gore and many other fraudulent environmental voices too. The world needs this truth, Alan. No propaganda mainstream outlet will report this truth since the 90s. And then we'll just scroll up here. And worse, today's independent truth media won't report this truth either, being as irresponsible as the propaganda they constantly criticize while constantly boasting they expose everyone. This is especially important in an election year. Bobby can't be telling people he's an environmental godsend when he's not. The people need to know the truth. Does Alan agree with me? The public must know the truth. I think principally he does. So, Bobby spent all this time fighting in court, but simultaneously and unknown to the public, he's refused to use his voice to get real needed, can't be argued against solutions implemented, which would have cleaned up all our waterways instead of the few he did. Instead, today, 50% of our waters are too polluted to fish or swim in or drink from. That's right, Bobby solicits donations for his waterkeepers and his children's health defense that have exactly no interest in solutions. So, and I tell him about when Rory was an Oscar documentary governor, and then that was when Gore's second movie was going into Sundance, and so they didn't let Gore be a finalist because I showed them what fraud, Gore, and Redford and Sundance are. But they didn't take Gore's Oscar back. I tell them this is what's been prevented. I would have solved our problems long ago. Okay, so you can read some of this. I say when I randomly met Joe, and he's the one who got my work to Gore. That's been in other videos. And the NRDC, Bobby, he got great press because, he was an NRDC lawyer. But funny, the NRDC kept from the public that they have since 94 and continue this day refuse solutions. So I give them letters from Gore to me, let them know like that this isn't a joke. Information from Gore's office these days letting me know that please consider taking action that can be of use as opposed to sending useless emails. Because telling Gore you have solutions, yes, as I've proven since 93, 94, is useless. And then, right, hey, look, I took Sundance to court, Alan. So, I'm not kidding around here. Yep, Bobby's plausibility finally went away. But, I tell him how I met Bobby and whatever. So, I say here that at the end of the video that he did, you read a mailbag letter. One said, your honesty and integrity continues to make you a genuine hero of mine. You are the legal conscience of America. And I say, America needs you here too. I say, for election integrity, the solutions the world needs. The world needs your voice in telling this truth. And then I give him a personal reference. Well, I say I'd like to, but unfortunately, Dersh is out there on the vineyard, and my buddy Ray Ellis. I said, I'd like to give you a personal reference. I'm sure Dersh knows Ray. Everybody on the vineyard does. Ray Ellis is a world famous painter. There are books of just pictures of his paintings. He's done the White House Christmas card 2 times, and that guy used to love me every day. How's my favorite gal? And I would always want to be like, I don't know, Ray, like how's your wife? How's Teddy? But I mean, that's what he called me, his favorite gal. And I know that Ray would tell Dersh a very nice recommendation on me, but I say, so will Joe Kennedy, who I know you can make a call to right now. I tell him you can call Bobby, you can call Rory too, you can call all these people. So, I say, also sorry to tell you this truth about Joe Lieberman in the video that I listened to. He had just attended the funeral, and he's, Dersh is promoting Joe. He was, the right liked him, the left liked him. Okay. And I'm like, really? Because, he was the first of 3 national public dictators who threatened to arrest and prosecute me to the fullest extent of federal law if I bother him with solutions again. And that was at the start of the Iraq War when Joe was on the news saying, the war is happening because we don't have environmental solutions, and none of these people let you, you don't call them with solutions. And then I tell them about the youth climate case here, this fool here. Yep, he's, kind of the most known defendant, in his LOL exclamation mark reply to me when I remind them that him and his friends and McKibben and Mr. BS Bernie Sanders are all preventing solutions frauds. In his reply, LOL capital exclamation point, December 7th, 2018. Still refusing to use his voice for good. Right here, if I don't stop this nonsense, we are going to report me for harassment. They are going to report me because I told them to stop crying out for solution. No one's giving you solutions. The solutions the world needs are here again. You can give the world solutions, and your abuse to the court system. Ridiculous lawsuit. And no one has given me Solutions upcoming U.S. tour. Tell him get on Solutions or close your fraudulent doors. And that to him, this person that is literally making a federal case out of the United States government has not given you solutions, and they haven't, they encourage big oil. They don't discourage it, and neither do the youth here, and neither do any environmental voices. So, I tell Dersh about that, and then I'm just like, hey, the world needs you, the environment needs you, voters need you, your grandkids need you. They need to know the truth that presidential candidate Bobby Kennedy is not an environmental godsend, that, you care about the environment. Your voice can get the environmental solutions the world needs to the world. No one else will. I tell them, hey, you know what? Or I could use your legal help. I sent 3 letters to the judge in the youth climate case. She doesn't care that the plaintiffs are frauds, and their representation knows it's all fraudulent. And then I'm like, hey, just don't hold it against me if my website hasn't been updated. This takes so much time and energy, and I have to work to support myself. So right now my website has enough information so people learn a lot of truth, and until I get successful and can actually be doing it as a job, sorry about that. So, yep. And then that's who I am. So this went to the Dersh. It went on the 9th, and then it went tonight on the 10th. This video is getting loaded up on April 11th, but it went here, and now it's including Rory Kennedy too, just to remind her. But, until she gets exposed, she'll keep being a fraud too, and robbing people of their donation dollars and interrupting your day with her climate protest, because we urgently need solutions that she won't give you and hasn't given you for years, and her brother, the environmental godsend, hasn't given you for decades. And she knows that too. So we asked Dersh to do what he does, and that's right, let the public know the truth. We'll see what Dersh does here, people. Stay tuned.